In this video, you'll learn how to schedule alarms on your iPhone or iPad for future dates. You can set an alarm using the built-in clock or by asking the Apple lady up to 24 hours in advance. However, you can schedule alarms a few days or weeks into the future by following the steps in this video. Welcome to Ellen's Tips for iOS, where I help seniors master their iPhones and iPads. If you find the video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. The built-in clock app doesn't support custom alarm dates, but you can set repeating alarms. For example, today is Sunday. You could schedule an alarm for Friday or the following Saturday. So let's take a look at how you can do that and how you can name that alarm. So we need to find the clock app, and I can see it here under utilities, but if I just tap the app library and start typing in clock, it appears. I'm going to open it, and at the very top, I can go ahead and tap on the plus sign, and then I can pick a time. So let's just pick a time. We'll say 10 a.m. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to repeat this. Maybe I am. Let's repeat it. So I'm going to tap on repeat, and I'm going to choose every Saturday at 10 a.m. I'm going to tap on the back button. And now below that, you'll see label. So let's label it. So this is going to remind me to sign up for a pickleball session. And I can change the sound of the alarm here if I want. So if I tap into that, you can choose any of the alarms. Classic. If I tap on classic, right now it's constellation, but there's many classic alarms, or you can choose one of the alarms here on the first page. When you're finished, go ahead and tap on the back button. Below that, you'll see snooze. If you have that toggled on, you'll have the ability to snooze the alarm. I think it's for 10 minutes at a time. So I'll leave that on so in case I want to snooze it. And now I'm going to tap on save. And now you'll see 10 a.m. is scheduled for an alarm every Saturday at 10 a.m. to remind me to sign up for pickleball. Now that the alarm has been set, if you want to get rid of any alarms that you have set up previously, if you just take your finger and swipe to the left of that alarm, you'll see delete. If I swipe it all the way, it will delete that alarm. We can also use the calendar app to be reminded about an event. So we're going to want to open up the calendar app. I'll tap into the app library and just start typing in calendar, locate it to open it. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap the plus button in the upper right corner. And here we can put in a title for our event. I'm just going to put in title. And we can set this event for into the future. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on March 9th and just go over. And I'll tap on July 16th. I'll leave it set for 4 p.m. And we want an alarm or an alert so that we know about this event. So on alert, I'm just going to set it for at the time of the event. And then I can add it to any calendar I want it to be added to, but I'll leave it as personal. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to go ahead and tap on add. Now, you might want to change the sound of the alert that we're using because the default chord alert is short and doesn't really sound like an alarm. So to change the default alarm for the calendar app, we're going to swipe out of the calendar and we're going to come into the settings app. We're going to tap on notifications. Now we're going to come down and locate calendar, tap on calendar, and then tap on sounds. And so chord is the default sound for the calendar, and I'm going to tap on it so you can hear it. So it's very short, and you might want to have a longer alarm. And so to do that, we're going to swipe down to the bottom and tap on Classic. And if you scroll to the bottom of Classic, this update sound for your alarm is a little bit longer, and you can adjust the volume. So I'm going to use that as the default alarm setting in the calendar app. You can also add a reminder in the calendar app if you don't want to set up an event in a future date. So I can tap on the plus sign, and instead of choosing event, I can go ahead and choose reminder and set up the same type of properties. So I would put in a title, I would go ahead and select a date and time, and you can either repeat it if you want, or you can leave it as a one-time thing, but you would set everything up, and the sound would also be what you have set for the default sound in the calendar. So previously, we set up that update sound so that it's a longer sound, a longer alarm, and a little bit louder than just the chord sound. You can also use a third-party alarm clock app. There's many free ones in the App Store, and the one I'm using right now is called Alarm at Date and Time. It's a free app, and it's great for setting iPhone alarms for specific dates. Though it's not as flashy as other apps, it gets the job done. So you'll want to download it from the App Store. I'll put a link in the video description. And to set up your first alarm, you'll want to open the app, and this is what it looks like right here. You'll want to give it a name, but the first thing that's going to pop up when you open the app is it's going to ask you to allow notifications. Go ahead and do that because you want to be able to hear the alarm. So allow notifications. And then you can go ahead and put a description in for your alarm, and I'm just going to say birthday, and I will tap and create this out several months in advance, and I'll just leave the time for that right now, and I'm just going to say create an alarm. So you'll see that there are a couple of different alarms already created in here. I can tap in if I want to and change the name of the alarm, and then I would just tap save and come back. And so this is a very easy way to set up an alarm for a future date. So, and it's very basic, easy to use, and a lot better than just the regular clock app. So if you want to give this a try, you'll find a link in the video description. Here are some things to keep in mind if you're using a third-party app. Don't force quit the app. And by that, I mean, if you swipe this app halfway up the screen and then close it, it will no longer run. It has to be opened and running in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and reopen that. So don't force quit any third-party app. If you enable a focus mode, add the app to the list of exceptions. If you restart your iPhone, be sure to open the alarm app and leave it running. Don't turn off background app refresh or enable low power mode. Those are some things just to keep in mind if you're running a third-party app. That's it. Now you know how to set alarms for future dates using your iPhone or iPad, whether you prefer the built-in clock and calendar apps or a third-party solution. There's an option that works for you. Setting alarms can help you stay on top of important events, whether it's remembering a doctor's appointment, taking medication, or waking up for an early morning activity. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be happy to help. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.